Our next speaker is Ignacio from Spain, and he's going to talk about SUDS and resilience to climate change.
It doesn't work. Yes. Oh, good evening, everybody. I'm Ignacio Prieto. I'm an architect, and all I'm listening here is very technical, and I don't understand almost the half. It's quite difficult for me. But what I want to talk is about SUDS, about urban drainage systems. And I don't know how you feel about climate change. I'm really scared about. The global temperature is increasing even faster than expected, and the CO2 ppm concentration is higher than ever documented. As the World Weather Organization says, the last time that the Earth knew a comparable amount of CO2 was between 3 and 5 million years ago. I'm scared. Also, the Spanish observations confirm that fact. Maybe we should listen to the young people all around the world and consider that we are in a trouble. And we should start talking about a climate change, not about climate change, but about an emergency, about climate emergency. So do we have to worry about? Of course, yes. Regarding water, for example, in Spain, now in the present, there is less rainfall, it is more torrential, there are more droughts, and the desertification and marine intrusion are increasing, as it also happens with the loss of coastline. That means that we have less water, we have worse water, and we have a hotter climate or a hotter country with more evaporation. And the point is that now the urbanism is not in the good way for improving that climate. Those conditions are not good and are not going to be good. It's not going to be resilient cities. Why? Because the natural water cycle has been lost. We have absolutely waterproof all the surfaces, just thinking on cars. And the heat island effect is increased. The water runoff is increased also, causing floods, and infiltration is reduced to minimum. That's talking about urbanism or about urban spaces. Water has been treated as a problem to be eliminated as soon as possible, losing the pre-existing green and blue infrastructures. Then, the rain, when it rains, goes through the car smoke, picks up the oil and hydrocarbons from the surface, runs quickly to the depuration systems that perk what they can, and pours into rivers and seas in the same way as we hide dirt under a carpet, more or less. But there are some good news. The strategy here should be to change our way of urbanizing or urbanism, and to consider each one of the interventions as an improvement opportunity, but in a joint way. That's what is called the water management train in the cities. And it consists in connecting source, conveyance, storage, and infiltration. So let's put the SUDS glasses and have a look of our cities, and we can see that all opportunities are really water opportunities, but we always have to connect each one to each other. And in that way, we can hold rainwater in building roofs and in urban surfaces, in pavements. We can also transport water slowly, clean it with vegetation and infiltrating it into the ground with filter drains, green ditches, vegetal filters, and others. We can store water for different purposes, such as irrigation and street washing, and integrating them in a new urban landscape. Not very new. In some places, it's new. And also the infiltration water where there's a guarantee of quality and a ground capacity, also in cities. As simple as that. And that's the way, for example, in Spain, the way of urbanizing in Vitoria. Vitoria, which have been the green capital in 2012, sorry, in Spain. They are planning all around the fluvial courses, and that's changing absolutely the landscape of the city. Benefits are multiple. We can achieve the improvement of the urban water quality and also the quantity infiltrated, the reduction of the superficial runoff and the reduction of floods, also the recovering of the environmental quality. I'm talking about temperature and humidity in cities, and the optimization of the water resource. In conclusion, to become resilient or to achieve a resilient cities, all the strategies, not only those of water, but all the strategies must be connected. And we must connect all of them, all our urban interventions, so we achieve a complete green and blue infrastructure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ignacio. Very important topic, definitely. Any questions for Ignacio?
Okay, finally you gave us some hope. What about Vitoria? Do you know if there are some cases of people studying artificial managed aquifer recharge thanks to new green infrastructure?
In Vitoria, what they have done is to recover the blue infrastructure, the rivers. The rivers years ago have been put inside pipes, and that was the normal way of urbanizing. But now they are recovering the natural infrastructures. I don't know if there are studies concerning about the quantity and quality of infiltration inside the city. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I have been visiting Vitoria, and what I have seen is that it's a change absolutely of the way of urbanizing. They have forget absolutely the cars, and they are focused, or they have focused on the environmental quality. So the roads are inside the city, and it's more and more green and pavements, and that's the way for urbanism and architects, not for hydrogeologists, but for in which we can help together to improve the quality of the water in the cities. Welcome.
Yes, Ignacio, that was a very good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a comment, and you can respond to it or not. I agree with you that SUDS are an excellent idea in urban planning. I disagree with the comment, though, that converting land use from farming or whatever into suburbs results in reduced infiltration. There's a series of international bits of research that show that that's not necessarily the case. But there is an opportunity to increase it further by designing the suburb properly. Do you have a comment about that at all?
The planning is different than the quality and the I mean, there's a absolute separation between the urban planners and the hydrogeologists or the quality of the water, and that's the real problem. I think that we have to work together for having that quality and that knowledge of the quality and quantity of the groundwater in cities, but also we have to change the minds of the planners for having a good result everywhere. My only idea here is just to connect all the opportunities that everybody of us have in the cities. Me, like an architect, I can decide something about surfaces or something about roofs in the buildings, or about how many water you are going to store in your building. but I have to talk also with hydrogeologists and with the planners and the politicians to know how to merge and connect all the strategies that for our cities become more resilient for that changes that are coming that we have. But I don't have answer your question or your commentary. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think everybody would agree that to solve the world's water problems is a multidisciplinary effort, and so I'm very glad that an architect has joined our group and brings his expertise to trying to solve some of these problems. So thank you very much.
Welcome.